Well, hello and welcome to Thrive Thursday for Thursday, October 14th, 2021. We're about halfway through the month, so I hope things are progressing well for you. All right, well, from James Clear this week, our 321 is how to build a career in 7 steps. That sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Paying attention to boredom and setting boundaries. All great things we need to find out about. So let me hop out of here and make this a little bit bigger so that you guys can see it, and we'll get started. Well, our first idea for this week is you only need to know the direction, not the destination. The direction is enough to make the next choice. Now, we always talk about life purpose and where you're going and having the final thing out there. So this is kind of conflicting with that. But what he's saying here is you just need to get going. A lot of you've got the destination out there. You got your life purpose. You know what you want, but you're just not doing anything. And you're not doing anything because you're afraid of, well, what if I go this way and that's wrong? I need to go this other way. Well, the direction is enough to make the next choice. So you got to take some action. And that's really where most of us fail in reaching our goals. If we just don't take action. We sit there, we got our vision board, but we don't have an action board. You got to have an action board. So get out there and do something, right, wrong, or indifferent. If it's a failure, then just step back and now you learn which direction not to go in and go in a different one. But the direction is enough for you to make the next choice. So don't sit around just staring at the destination all day. All right. If you want to find a better path, you have to be willing to explore a different path. That sounds simple, but how often do you try something different? The definition of insanity is keep doing something the same way and expect a different result. Well, that's what we're talking about here. Sometimes you just need to find a better path. And if you're going to stay on the same one and do the same thing the same way you've always done it, you are never going to find something different. So get out there and mix it up and just, have things changed up in your life a little bit. Change isn't bad. Too much of it can be sometimes because you get confused. But if you want a better path, let's just get out there and try something different. And when we're looking at tagging back to the first one of that direction, you got to try one, and then if that doesn't work, try something else. Don't stay on the same one and try and beat your head against the wall trying to make it work. Just back up, say, hey, that didn't work. Let's try something different. All right, now here's the big one, how to build a career in 7 steps. So get your pencils out on this one, right? First of all, do great work. Now that should be a given, right? I mean, you want to be your best, do your best at anything that you do. I've always told folks, hey, if you agreed to an employer to take a job, well, damn it, do a great job for them because you agreed to do a great job. And if you can no longer do a great job, then give the people a break and leave. Find a place where you can do a great job. But number one, do a great job at whatever you're doing. Number two, share it publicly. Tell everybody you're doing a great job. What'd you do? This happened there. You got to love yourself and spread the love about yourself. So share it publicly. Talk about your successes. You want to probably cold email people that are 2 steps ahead of you. So if there's some folks out there that are already a couple of steps ahead of you in what you want to do, then just reach out to them and have that conversation with them and say, man, I really kind of, I want to emulate what you're doing. How can, what can I do? Here's where I'm at now. How can I get there? So cold email these people. Don't worry about it. They're going to appreciate it, and they'll probably be impressed that you reached out to them. Talk about your work and trade ideas. So you want to get out there and talk about it. What are some of the things that you've got that you think would work? Host events and meet in person. So have some events where you meet people and you get out there, do some online stuff, but get a community going so that you can meet them in person and then become friends with them. And once you do that, you're going to be able to rise together. So when you get these people out there that are really where you want to be in life, just get with them, talk about work and trade ideas, get some events, meet them in person, becomes friends with them, and then rise together. And that is how you're going to be able to build that career in 7 easy steps. All right, let's look at a couple of quotes this week The first one is from abolitionist and author and runaway slave Frederick Douglass on taking action. I prayed for 20 years, but received no answer until I prayed with my legs. Well, there's action, right? And that's what it takes. I mean, you can sit there and you can sit there and you can pray the Lord all day long about, man, I want this, I need that, this is what I want in my life. I understand why you're not giving it to me in my life, blah, 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 blah. And all God is waiting for is saying, hey, dude, that's fine. You can have that, but you got to do something. You got to get out there and take some action. You got to make it happen. I'm not going to sit here and just deliver everything to you. You got to get out there and get it done. So yes, pray for what you want. Pray for guidance. Pray for assistance. I always pray every day to be the man that He wants me to be. But you have to take some action, or nothing is going to happen in your life. So sometimes you just got to pray with your legs. All right. The painter Bridget Riley on paying attention to boredom. This came from the Eye's Mind by Bridget. It's a collection of writings from, 1965 to 2009. So quite a career. But she puts in here, boredom is a tremendous indicator. Your energy goes, it caves in on you. You can't do anything. And that's very frightening, but you must listen because you are being told that whatever it is you are doing is not quite right. It may only need a small adjustment, or it may need more drastic treatment. We talk about this in Overcoming Obstacles in our review yesterday, and of course back in the session where we talked about getting here and keeping it fresh and just keeping things rolling in your life, because if boredom creeps in, you're not going to give your best. You're going to lose motivation. You're going to lose purpose, and you're not going to be effective in it, and everything's just going to go south on you. So when you're bored in doing something, it's an indicator that you need to perk it up. Like I said, it might just take a small adjustment, or you just may need to change direction. So think about that. But boredom is a huge indicator that there's something that's just not working in your life or your career or your relationship. So spice it up a little bit. Let's change things around and get things rolling again for yourself. Here's a question for you for the week. In what areas would you benefit from setting clearer boundaries? A lot of you that I've met are boundaryless. You let everything affects you, and you're so deluded because you're trying to help everybody and do this and do that and blah 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 blah, that you're not effective because you don't have any boundaries. So sit back and look at your life, and if you're being ineffective in any areas, let's look at it and let's say, how could I benefit by setting clearer boundaries? And we may need to sit down and do some of those things. And they don't have to be just huge dictatorial walls, but they just have to be some boundaries. I'm getting too distracted and it's inhibiting my progress in this particular area. So just think about what areas you'd benefit from setting clearer boundaries. And that might be one that you need to get some coaching on as well. So if you need that, reach out to me. I'll be happy to sit down with you and go over that. All right. Well, let me hop back in here real quick and say goodbye, but have a great rest of the week. Again, we're about halfway through the month. So let's make every day count. Let's make progress to go every single day. And like I said, if we can do anything for you, just reach out to me, Don at a2bforme.com. I'll be happy to work with you. All right. Well, have a great one and keep moving in the direction of your dreams, and we will talk